Let's check that again. Hello, good evening, everyone. Anime Oni. Ton, ja, Ton, dies, das. Ton, da macht man hier Pötte mit. So. Hello, Androify. Good evening. Good evening, Bärbel. Yeah, I know. Schalömchen, yeah. How are we doing tonight? Are we doing well? I hope so. Alles gut? Yeah, so the thing is, actually, I updated OBS just before the stream, and apparently it reset my audio, so I had to switch the mic out, but that's totally fine. Thank you for telling me, so I didn't have like a death stream for like half an hour. How are we doing tonight? Are you excited to talk about all the stuff I got to know at Google Zurich at the PES Connect Product Expert Summit? I'm going to spill all the tea right here, right now. You hate technical issues, yeah. Who doesn't? Who doesn't? But to be fair, is it really a live stream without technical issues? You think you've been there? Yeah. Oh, to be fair, I really enjoyed meeting up with Alessandro and with Fixel and with Mark and all the other awesome PEs. And yeah, I had a good time. Let's start that way. Unfortunately, there wasn't as many YouTube related topics that we can talk about, or as many YouTube presentations as I would have hoped. But we had a lovely conversation with the head of communications at YouTube, and you all know me. I'm a big fan of communicating, and hopefully in the near future it will get a little bit better, but we'll see. Is there a way to get noticed about community posts on desktop? I always have to go to the channels manually. Let me check that, because I believe there is. Let's see. Nope, not this way. I'll share my screen once I see it, because usually community posts will pop up either in the home feed or in the subscription feed. Doesn't look like it did for the one today, but that's all right, I guess. You have the new YouTube design. Oh, that might be related. I need a pen to write things down. Just in case you're wondering, obviously a YouTube notebook, because I get like so many of those. Might as well use them. So that is actually a collaboration book. That's not the one I was searching for. Let's see. An even older YouTube book. The short sound question wasn't anywhere except on your channel. Yeah, that's indeed interesting. Let's see. Let me write that down. Sitting by the river here. Best place ever to watch a live stream. Yeah, I know you're on vacation, Bärbel, and honestly, I didn't expect you would be joining, but I really appreciate it. So let's see. Community post notification. Community post notification on desktop? Question mark. That will be our first question of the night. I will happily forward that, because I don't have an answer to that right now. I do see some questions on the Discord in one of our weekly questions. Oh, that is actually interesting. Do you like the weekly questions we've set up for YouTube Gaming? Is that something you enjoy interacting with? Because I've already set up like 100 of those to be published over the next 2 years, just in case. You love the weekly questions. That is very good feedback. I will happily take that to the other mods. Weekly questions. Any suggestions on what could we do differently? Would you like a separate notification role for that, maybe? We don't know. That's why I'm asking. Also, I could open the... is it the meeting agenda? Let's see. So, playables, we already talked about that the last time, I believe. Super chat replies are already launched. We talked about this last time. Thumbnail A/B testing launched to 100% of channels a couple of days ago, actually. I believe it was Monday or Tuesday. So I would want to be notified, so I can't speak for everyone else. Yeah, but do you think it would be necessary to have a dedicated notification role for that? Or would you say that the question is interesting to every creator, and so everyone with the YouTube creator role should get a notification? I mean, to be fair, we rarely ping at everyone, so for critical informations, we could as well use the everyone ping. I'm kind of torn here, so I'll note it down. I think all creators should think about it. E.g., even if something don't apply to me yet, it's still good because they're gearing me for future. Okay, that is a fair point, and I think that was my initial thought when I just YOLO'd the questions. Basically, like tagging every creator, because I think the question is creator relevant, and if you haven't thought about it, you might as well do. Which brings us actually to the question of the week, which was, when doing sponsorships or product placements, do you track conversions via link shorteners? And apparently, a lot of people think they are too small for product placements, which is not the case. In my opinion, at least. So, if you haven't already, let me see if I can pull it up real quick. So, we do have this lovely guide, which talks about what you can roughly expect from a sponsorship. And obviously you do have production costs and you have market value. Market value is the value of the reach of your channel, which has been adjusted. Well, in the guide it's not been adjusted, but yeah, you still have to add a little bit to the numbers. But a fully sponsored video could bring you 50 to 70 euros per 1,000 views, which is an okay value depending on what you're selling. So let's say you're selling the new game XYZ and it costs 70 euro. So if only one person out of 1,000 buys the game, the company or agency hiring you for that sponsorship is already doing a profit. So even that is a very, very low CPM in my opinion, because there are certainly more than 1 per mil users engaging with a well-made ad, to be fair. So yeah, read through that. It's in my opinion one of our most helpful guides to get smaller creators started thinking about how they can price themselves, and yeah, basically get the whole professionalization going before they can become full-time creators, in my opinion. And if you don't want to do it for money, that's totally fine as well. please keep in mind that if you accept sponsorships with a certain size, so let's say your channel does bring in 2,000, 3,000 views per video, and you basically do it just for the product, the company is going to be very, very happy with that, but you make it harder for everyone else to negotiate. So keep that in mind. Only if you are a small creator that is under 1,000 views, maybe the usual deal key for gameplay is a good way to start. But yeah. All right. That was a lot to talk about the circumstances of sponsorships. So let's say, Professor Dr. Glotzenstein, how does this exactly work? I get a key for a specific random game and have to then what? A review video, a full playthrough, or does it depend on the provider? That is actually a good question. Uh, So, had to type that out really quick. So basically, usually when you're working with Keymailer or Lurkit or Woobit, they expect you to upload one video or publish one video. And usually you are not restricted in any way or form what that video could look like. It could be a review, it could be a comparison, it could be a full playthrough if you want it to be. And yeah, but usually it's like, okay, you promise to cover it, and then you cover it, and then you build a track record, right? So if for example I've been doing this since 2016 on Keymailer, so I probably have like 300 successful campaigns. So if I apply for a bigger campaign and they see I have a track record of completing 300 campaigns, I am more likely to get invited to the campaign or invited to in-person events. Like, for example, last year, by the way, with Bärbel, we went to Gamescom, and we were invited by, I want to say it's Petroglyph, but it's not Petroglyph. We were invited by Warhammer Age of Sigmar. So basically a real-time strategy game, and because I've worked with the agent before on another project, which was the Petroglyph game, they invited me to the party, basically, and we got a lovely evening out of that. So that is something you might be able to look forward to if you build a track record. And I mean, obviously, if you know my gaming channel, I don't get that many views on my videos, so still getting invited to that is kind of a nice thing. All right. And by the way, if you want to go the money route, I can recommend catapult.gg. I don't think I've mentioned it on the announcement. Maybe I'll add it later. Let me note that down. So basically, Catapult GG is the same as Keymailer, but instead of saying I am to 60% covering the game, or I'm going to 100% covering the game, you say I would like to receive X amount of money to cover that game. And you can easily go ahead and say like, okay, I've got a 2-hour stream, I want to stream it, and that is going to cost the developer or the publisher X amount of money, and then the publisher will receive the offer and they can choose to either take it or leave it, right? And if you have some kind of at least orientation of where to price yourself. You might as well put in too low of a bid than streaming for $10 for 2 hours, for example, which is, in my opinion, way too low, but each on their own, I guess. So keep that in mind. Catapult GG is a really good website, in my opinion. They have changed payment providers quite a bit, so yeah, keep that in mind that you might have to be on different payment providers. But I think the last one accepts PayPal as well. Yeah. But as mentioned in the sponsorship guide, please also make sure to include taxes in your prices, because you gotta pay taxes. And yeah, that's a thing. Unfortunately, you have to go. You will catch up later. That's totally fine. Have a lovely evening and a nice vacation, Babel. It was nice talking to you. And let's go through some more of our backlog from the last Q&A stream. So, we've talked about Q&A, no, not Q&A, A/B testing, I mean. A/B testing has been out for quite a while now. My question to you folks, are you using it? Yes, no? Do you see any improvements? Yes, no, maybe? We don't know. Where is my... There's my channel dashboard. Let's see how the last A/B test went. View test results. It doesn't have enough data. That's sad. Did the one before conclude? Oh, thumbnail test completed. Perfect. So this one had no conclusive result. This one had no conclusive result. Yikers. I think this one had a conclusive result. View test report? Yeah. So where's my chat? Chat? There we go. I tried using it, but your videos didn't do well, so tests are inconclusive. Okay, yeah. I believe that is indeed the common thing we will see with a lot of smaller creators. I do, however, think that if you're doing a little bit of variation, you can actually do a lot better than having drastic changes for small creators. For larger creators, I believe having more drastic changes is better for you. Same, okay, your tests are also inconclusive, okay. Let me see, I can probably switch to browser. Perfect, it works, it just works. So, this was one of the videos we tested on, and basically you see that the big pile of money with YouTube grabby hands really worked well, I guess. Got 43% of the watch time, 34% on the give me more money thing with a little bit of bills, and the I need more got the least, which is okay, I guess. When I try it again, I'll get 2 thumbnails instead of 3 because that will improve chances for the test to work. That is actually interesting. Did this one? This one didn't have one. Let's see. Oh yeah, this one was one I had to test for Team YouTube, by the way, which I was tasked to basically show the same thumbnail twice to see what happens, which is kind of a cool thing, which I can now talk about because the feature is actually out. So yeah, that's something that's happening. All right. Yeah, A/B testing. Cool. Yeah. Inconclusive for smaller creators, that is to be expected, but keep it up. Maybe, or maybe you do have to have large differences. But then you still need the impressions, right? I'm not quite sure. We'll see, we'll see. All right, let's go through our list. What else do we have? That is, we already talked about the maximum emote. Game topic, live tab. We don't have an update on that yet. Hands and live chat will come eventually. We don't have an update on that yet. Korea update we've talked about. German localization. Oh, that is actually something we could try right now. Oh, when I can't actually try it because my YouTube is not on German right now. Yeah, there's like some German localization thing going on, which has been bumped. That's alright. That is something to be investigated by YouTube legal team. YouTube Visionaries update. That campaign should have been concluded. I think also Babel was part of the creators that were invited to YouTube Visionaries, which was like a smaller workshop thingy going on for, I believe it was short content creators, like smaller short content creators, but that's all right. Multi-language audio I'm not allowed to talk about. First week of June. That is going to affect the Discord. Well, technically not the YouTube Gaming Discord because I lead that, but that is the YouTube Discord, which will get another person from Team YouTube, which is also cool. But we'll see about that when the big boss is back from holiday. Check. That is fine. That is fine. All right. Cool. Oh yes, we do have community notes now. How do we feel about that? Let me open up another note on that. So basically, if you haven't heard it already, community notes are waves so the YouTube users can like add information to an existing video by submitting information. We don't know the exact process yet, but it seems like there's a select amount of people that can actually submit community notes, and then a bigger amount of people can vote on whether or not that is good, and there will be external folks that will verify and fact check the community notes, so you don't have some tinfoil hat people going crazy, which is my biggest fear in my opinion. But yeah, if they actually have a good fact checking section, that would be nice. Andrew is feeling okayish about it. Do you want to talk about it? Let me hear your frustration. I want to know. I can really feel Android typing right now, angrily. Not sure how it would be used in gaming, correcting noob players from spreading in misinformation. Maybe. For example, what I can see community notes on this channel, for example, would be if, for example, if you take a video from 2020 or, well, not 2020, this channel was founded in 2021, but let's say we talked about a specific feature in the early days of our channel, and this feature has been outdated, for example, we could we could submit community notes to say, hey, this has been outdated, here is the newer source, and then add, for example, our news video to that. And instead of being like a pinned comment, we could use the community notes feature for that. Might be a way to actually use it here, right? So not sure about that. Let's see how it will work. Yeah, that I guess. How can you hear my mechanical keyboard? It's pretty loud. Also, side note on that, I really like loud keyboards. I'm not sure why. Usually I wear my headphones and I don't hear them anyway, but if I have like the automatic noise reduction disabled on Discord, people will tell me I'm really hacking away at my keyboard. Wouldn't people still need to vote and verify it? Seems more complicated than a pinned comment. That is actually a fair question. So basically there wouldn't be an incentive for the own creator to update and verify via community notes, because it would take much longer than just like, say, use a pinned comment, right? Can I phrase it like that? I believe so. So takes longer for creators than I mean, it's not community note, so to speak. I don't see it as much as a creator tool yet. That is fair. That is totally fair. You all know that YouTube regularly reinvents the wheel, right? So going away from community notes to the community tab, how would you feel about the community being able to send channel comments again? And maybe not only channel comments, but also pictures or images. Well, that's basically the same, but basically the community tab, but actually for the community instead of like a one-way ticket for the creator to communicate. Keep in mind that there will be still the community tab, but it will be named differently, which is naming conventions. How do we feel about that? And it kind of is a reverse Q&A today, right? I'm asking the questions today. I think I like it. Because not everyone has Discord, especially for Roblox younger audience. And currently they comment on unrelated videos. Oh, that is interesting. And I believe my pen died. And in good old fashion, I'll just drop it back down. Hope the next one works. Oh yeah, that works perfectly. So helps younger users communicate that don't have Discord. Hello there, Felix. Good evening. How are you doing, mate? We are currently talking about the reinvention of the wheel by bringing back channel comments. So users can actually comment on channels again. How do you feel about this? Is there any problems that you might see? Because from my perspective, but I might be a burned child, as we say, or gebranntes Kind in German. I fear that that is going to be a nightmare to moderate. Just from the average user interactions we have on YouTube Gaming and YouTube. Just saying. All turned up with headphones and I can just hear you. Oh dear, oh dear. Yeah, apparently my my audio settings got reset. Let's see. Sound. That's 10% more. Is it enough? Do we need more? I think we could go with a little more, right? Let's see. It's 5% more. Ah! We're nearly clipping now. Interaction is always hard to moderate, but I'd rather have YouTube community with YouTube automated moderation rather than land people into Discord and moderate a channel by myself. Interesting. So let me try to condense that. So you are pro fan communities on YouTube if YouTube moderation would be okay-ish. Auto moderation, I mean. Don't need to 100% your headphones now. Perfect, perfect. So Felix, same question. How do you feel about fan communities? So users posting images and text to someone's channel. It helps smaller creators, larger creators may not use it probably. Interesting. Why do you think it's something for smaller creators instead of larger creators? Just out of curiosity. On the channel page, reinventing the wheel like always. Yeah, I already got that joke down. Yeah, I think the worst part about it is the naming convention. So basically the community tab isn't going to be community tab anymore because this fan community tab is going to be the community tab, and then the posts or the community tab is going to be moved over and renamed, and it's all going to be horrible in my opinion. I think larger creators have enough size support to have customized Discord other sources. They could be using both, but they likely opt for what does the job best. Okay, so you would say it's a question of resources then, because you believe that the YouTube product will be inferior to Discord communities, etc. And you would only use it because you don't have enough resources to run a full-size Discord. Did I get that right? Moderation will be key, and it seems like single, very clunky Discord channel. Yeah, that is my fear as well. And I also fear that A, the renaming will be and B, it will be inferior to using an external service like Discord. And I believe even with the basic auto moderation tools that Discord have, it would do a better job than what YouTube does right now. Just keep in mind the lovely bots that sometimes comment. So. Images are the ones I have no idea if YouTube auto moderates. That's the riskiest part. Maybe Bob will come back with more tanks. I don't think I understand that reference. but I'm sure you will enlighten me in a short bit. Image moderation. Who's Bob? That is a very good question, good boy, and a good evening. Lovely to see you in chat as well. You don't know Bob from YouTube comments? No, I don't. Please enlighten me. You made a whole video about his life. Damn. You gotta DM me that. Yeah, image moderation. That is actually an interesting topic. Because that's one thing that Discord is generally bad at as well. Sometimes it flags stuff as NSFW when it isn't, and sometimes it doesn't flag stuff when it clearly is NSFW. Not sure about that, to be honest. In any case, good boy, since you just joined, we are talking about a feature, a potential feature. Not sure if it's coming in that form or something like that. But they are thinking about reinventing the wheel and bringing back channel comments in a way that users can post a comment or an image to a channel, just like, as Felix put it, a single clunky Discord channel, but it lives on your channel page. How do you feel about that? Would you enjoy that? For example, for people posting you memes? Or do you think it would be a nightmare to moderate? Because that's currently my point of view on this whole thing. Ah, there we go. November 2013. Damn. That's 11 years ago. God damn it. Oh dear, dear, dear. I know I'm old. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. I mean, only slightly older than me, so I'm old too, but that's alright. Oh god. I'm still waiting on Good Boy's answer here. Not sure if he's still here. What's even the topic here? I just explained to you. It's about YouTube reinventing the wheel. So they are bringing back something that has been here before, which is called channel comments. It will be renamed to something like fan community or community tab, which is a conflict with the current community tab. So that will be moved over to somewhere. And it will be users posting images or posts to a channel. Basically like a single clunky Discord channel, but on your YouTube channel page. Would you like that for example, viewers sending you memes, for example? Or do you think that will be a nightmare to moderate? Who will be responsible for the content on that page? So let's say someone posting swastikas on your channel page. Are you responsible for that because you didn't moderate it? Is the person that actually posted the swastika held accountable for it? That are things that I think about when opening up such a vector to a channel. I mean, yeah, it sounds fun, but only until you think about abuse. Potentially depends on restrictions. Like, can you set subscribers only specific account age? Oh, that is something interesting. So, restrictions like account age. Subscribers only. Well, who's responsible for bad YouTube comments? Always the person that comments. That is true. Does that apply to community tabs though? Because you are, as the creator, you are responsible for all content that is on your channel page, and that would include fan communities, even though you didn't post the content. But then again, if you invite someone as an editor and they upload a video that gets like a strike, you also get the strike, right? So yeah, it's a kind of double-edged sword, but I get what you mean. I'll note it down. Are you also responsible for comments on your video then? I would say yes. Well, if you don't moderate something, I think you should be held accountable. But that is probably not how YouTube sees it. YouTube says if you post the comment, you are responsible for the comment, which is why some channels even get terminated for spamming comments, and they don't. Oh, I didn't even upload something. Remember block guest books from back in the game, and you as the host were responsible to keep things legal there. Yeah, that's exactly what I mean, right? I think it should apply the same with the comments. However, it does potentially show you in a bad light to others if it's no. Yeah, of course. So, I mean, there are certainly edgelords out there that will have no problem with however the world sees them, but I think every responsible creator will moderate them strictly. At least I hope so. But yeah, who is responsible is a good question, I think, that we should get an answer to. So I'll note it down. All right. Speaking of which, coming from community notes to fan communities to now community posts, community posts don't have advanced feature restrictions anymore. So we should be able to see more of them popping up. I'm not quite sure if that's a good thing or not, and we will have to see if this is going to be an abuse vector. That being said, let me refresh my YouTube page. I'm still not seeing community posts, which is indeed kind of a big yikes. I do see the short though. Speaking of which, let's see. We did have a vote running, which is still running right now. So if you folks would like to vote on whether or not you watch shorts with audio or without audio, please leave your vote down there. And the more people vote, the better the quality of the answer will get. Basically, why I'm asking this is we have rendered 2 versions of the current YouTube ABC, which is like a small project our intern is overseeing right now, and she's doing great, by the way, on this topic. And yeah, she wanted to find out whether or not people watch shorts with audio or without audio and just subtitles, and that's why we're doing a poll on that. So if you want to cast your vote, please do so. And otherwise, yeah, let's slide to the next topic. Maybe some of you have questions right now, because my question list is getting exhausted right now. Was curious if you know the requirements for A/B testing to be successful. Is it views or impressions? It's a mixture of both, actually. So obviously, impressions lead to views, and you are trying to improve the ratio on how many impressions lead to views that are also not like skipping immediately away, which is why they are not optimized on click-through rate alone, but on what was it, average watch time share. So basically, if your video gets more watch time with a certain thumbnail, YouTube will prioritize that thumbnail, even if that means that you are getting lower click-through rates. I thought it goes purely by CTR. No, it doesn't. And I am deeply disappointed, good boy, because I've made 2 videos about this, and you haven't watched a single one of them. So, homework for good boy, watch the video. Unbelievable. So yeah, don't make me. I will. I will. I mean, obviously, I just explained it to you how it works. It's also, I'd like to know if we reach 2,500 impressions, then I should try A/B testing, for example. So yeah, that's a curious one. So basically, I don't think they disclose if you have a successful test or not, but we can actually check that because we have both successful and unsuccessful tests. So let's have a look at the analytics side by side. Where's the other analytics? There we go. So, let's see, browser. That works. Perfect. Still need my chat though. Chat. There we go. If there's not enough data, it doesn't give you a result. That is correct. Yeah. We know that the A/B testing video didn't get a result, and we know that this one actually did get a result. So now I don't have the need for the video. You do, believe me. If I don't want to explain things to you every single time. Please watch it. That's what the videos are for. So let's see. We go into reach. Apparently, with only 450, 460 impressions, we don't get a result. We do get a result with 5,000 impressions, though. And I mean, obviously, that shows that there was a A/B test running, which went terrible, I guess. Well, that's fine. So that was 20% average viewed. That was 38% average viewed. But that was a shitty. But interesting. It is below typical retention because more people watched it. Apparently. And this one was an okay retention, but less people watched it. Which is to be expected, to be honest. So yeah, the cutoff is somewhere between 500 and 5,000 impressions, and apparently 35 views and 122 views. That's the cutoff point here. That's a 5,000 impression gap. It could be good for a community to share impression count for failed tests to get a better understanding. That could be the next question of the week. Yeah. Last A/B test. Good. Was it successful? What's the color of your short? It looks white, but there's so many yellow spots. It actually is pinkish, blue, greenish, yellowish. So it's like, it's colorful, you could say. It's perfect because it hides spill. It's a great shirt. Yeah, exactly. It's the official Product Expert Summit shirt, which used to be white back in the day, and I still got a white one from, I think the one I've here is San Francisco 2018, I believe, which is fine. But I do also like the colorful version. Really high quality print this time. Yeah, it is. It is. Already washed it twice, and it's still holding up. We'll see how it looks in a year. Sick and tired. Have mercy with an old man. Yeah, no, I don't have mercy with you. So, I do think it is a good idea to ask the community, the YouTube gaming community, if they were successful with their A/B tests and how many impressions it got. Maybe not only impressions, but also views. And I believe percentage average view duration could be also interesting for this one. Because if you don't, if the percentage of view duration is super low, maybe they think they didn't find a good audience for the video, but it could also mean the video is really bad. So, two-sided sword right there. That's totally fine. All right. I think that could be very, very interesting. Too bad I mean, I kind of like the product placement sponsorship question, but I wish we had that before. Then I would have posted it this week, so we could already see the results. Maybe we need to do another Q&A stream sooner rather than later. Let me really quickly check my calendar. So next update would be July 10th. We could try to go for Thursday the 11th as a follow-up stream. We'll see. We'll see. It's fine. Anyway, further questions, please. I am very keen to find out more. What you really want to know about YouTube right now. What's burning under your nails? Is that an idiom in English? Or is that just a translated German idiom? We don't know. And apparently Goodboy commented on the post. Now I have to look at it. Let's see. Oh, it got filtered for spam. Perfect. So, haben wir noch was hier? Do you have additional questions? Good boy. What is not a question? Well, it is a question. Why your comment wasn't spam filtered? I was just messing with you. Small joke. Perfect. No questions from you. That's fine. That's fine. Yeah, I mean, Felix already wrote down his questions for the next meeting. Pink also wrote down their questions. I believe Good Boys questions I noted down. Which is actually kind of odd. I still wonder why that might be. Because I feel like I am subscribed and I do have all notifications enabled. Why didn't it notify me about the post? Settings, notifications. Interesting. Doesn't show me an option here either. All right. I do believe we can conclude the stream for now. There are no further questions right now. If there are, please tell me. This would be a good time to chime in. Otherwise, I would say we will take this to the YouTube gods and try to get some answers. No further questions? Going once? Going twice? 3 times sold to Pink Giraffe. Perfect. All right. Yeah, I hope you had a lovely session. And I am eager to return next month for another Q&A session. And I will type down what I just wrote. No. Okay. Alrighty. Take care, folks. It was lovely talking to you. And if you have further questions, please leave them in the comments or just ping me on Discord and I will try to talk through them next time on the stream. All right. Take care. Have a great day, night, whatever.